Let's move on to the next chapter where we will understand how big data has changed our business. Big data, big business. Big is changing business today by its contribution in the multiple areas. The first area is understanding and targeting customers. This is one of the biggest and most publicized area of big data used today. Here, big data is used to better understand customers and their preferences and their behavior. Companies are now keen to expand their traditional data sets with social media data, browser logs, as well as text analytics and sensor data to get more complete picture of their customers. The big objective in many cases is to create predictive models. Using big data, telecom companies can now better predict the customer churn. Another area is understanding and optimizing business processes. Big data is also increasingly used to optimize business processes. Retailers are able to optimize their stock based on the predictions generated from the social media data, web search trends, and weather forecast. One particular business process that is seeing a lot of big data analytics is supply chain or delivery route optimization. Here, geographic positioning and radio frequency identification sensors are used to track goods or delivery vehicles and optimize routes by integrating live traffic data. HR business processes are also being improved using big data analytics. This includes the optimization of talent acquisition, Moneyball style, as well as the measurement of company culture and staff engagement using big data tools. The another area we have is the personal qualification and performance optimization. Big data is not just for the companies and governments, but also for the individuals. We can now benefit from the data generated from wearable devices such as smartwatches and smart bracelets. Take the up band from Job One as an example. The armband collects on our calorie consumption, activity levels, and our sleep patterns. While it gives individual rich insights, the real value is in analyzing the collective data. In Job One's case, the company now collects 60 years worth of sleep data every night. Analyzing such volume of data will bring entirely new insights that it can be feed back to the individual users. The other area where we benefit from big data analytics is finding love. Most online dating sites apply big data tools and algorithms to find the most appropriate matches. Another area where big data is helping in improving healthcare and public health. The computing power of big data analytics enables us to decode entire DNA strings in minutes and will allow us to find new curves and better understand and predict disease pattern. Just think of what happens when all individual data from smartwatches and wearable devices can be used to apply it to millions of people and their various diseases. The clinical trials of the future won't be limited by small sample sizes but could potentially include everyone. Big data techniques are already being used to monitor babies in a specialist premature and sick baby unit. Another area is improving sports performance. Most elite sports have now embraced big data technologies. We have the IBM Slam Tracker tool for tennis tournament where video analytics tracks the performance of every player in a football or baseball game. And sensor technology in sports equipment such as basketballs or golf club allow us to get the feedback on our game and how to improve it. Another area is improving science and research. A telescope to peer deep into the heart of our planet designed to track North America's geological evolution. EarthScope is the largest science project on the planet. This science observatory records data over 3.8 million square miles. Since 2003, its more than 4,000 instruments have amassed 67 terabytes of data. That is equivalent to more than a quarter of data in the Library of Congress and adds another terabyte every 6 to 8 weeks. Another area is optimizing machine and the device performance. Big data analytics help machines and devices become smarter and more autonomous. For example, big data tools are used to operate Google's self-driving car. The car is fitted with cameras, GPS, as well as powerful computers and sensors to safely drive on the road without the intervention of human beings. Big data tools are used to optimize energy grids using the data from the smart meters. We can even use big data technologies to optimize the performance of computers in the data warehouse as well. Another area is improving security and law enforcement. Big data is applied heavily in improving security and enabling law enforcement. I'm sure you are aware of the revelations that National Security Agency, that is NSA, in the US use big data analytics to foil terrorist plots. Others use big data techniques to detect and prevent cyber attacks. Police force use big data tools to catch criminals and even predict criminal activity. And credit card companies use big data to detect fraudulent transactions. Another area is improving and optimizing cities and countries. Big data is used to improve many aspects of our cities and countries. For example, it allows cities to optimize traffic flows based on the real-time traffic information as well as social media and the weather data. A number of cities are currently piloting big data analytics with the aim of turning themselves into the smart cities, where the transport infrastructure and utility processes are all joined up, where a business would wait for a delayed train and where traffic signals predict traffic volumes and operate to minimize jams. Our final category of big data analytics comes from the financial trading. High frequency trading is an area where big data finds a lot of use today. Here, big data algorithms are used to make trading decisions. Today, the majority of equity trading now takes place via data algorithms that increasingly take into account signals from social media networks and news websites to make, buy and sell decisions in split seconds. Let's get into an example of big data to explore how much information is there to explore. EarthScope, which is considered as the largest science project on the planet. Imagine a telescope that could cut deep into the core of our planet, created to track North America's geological evolution. EarthScope is one of the most impressive science projects on the globe. This observatory for Earth science keeps tab on data covering 3.8 million square miles. Annually, the telescope cost $25 million to maintain and has a staff of 110 people. The telescope cost $197 million to build. From 2003, more than 4,000 instruments connected to the project have amassed 67 terabytes of data. This number is equivalent to over a fourth of the data in the Library of Congress and adds another terabyte of data every 6 to 8 weeks. Now could you imagine how big is the data and how much data we are accumulating? Another example for big data analytics for business. Big data analytics has enormous potential to impact healthcare positively by improving quality of care, saving lives, and lowering cost. Big data is helping organizations become more productive, efficient, and reduce cost. Healthcare industry are analyzing medical data and patient records to predict the patients are likely to seek readmission within a few months of discharge. The healthcare industry can then intervene in hopes of preventing the patients from readmission and another costly hospital stay. Sports industry. Sports industry is using big data for tracking ticket sales for a particular location and even for tracking team strategies. And we also have the consumer product companies and retail organizations, which are monitoring social media platforms to get an unpredictable view into customer behavior, preferences, and the product perception. This is the end of our first chapter of Big Data Introduction and Overview. Now we will move on to the next chapter, which will talk about the big data characteristics.